What do you think is study square?
Like they will give advice to study.
Wonderful. Give her a big round of applause, guys. She has made an attempt to answer. That is where your confidence comes in from, right? Okay, let me begin the presentation. Okay, so these are the contents I would be covering. So the first one is reason to study abroad. ಯಾಕೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್, ಯಾಕೆ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು? That is what you will be learning. Next, about Study Square. What Study Square is all about? What is this organization, right? You will also learn the intakes and the preparation timelines, right? The document checklist. So if you want to join engineering, you have certain documents that are required to start your engineering, right? So similarly, you will know the documents here. And the expenses, what is the tuition fees, what is the accommodation fees, cost of living over there, right? All these factors will be covered. And do you have a health insurance, right? And then the scholarship. Who doesn't want scholarship? Raise your hands. Nobody is like, I don't want scholarship. In other college, I found one guy raising his hand saying, I don't want scholarship. I said, bro, you might be Ambani's son. Next, the admission test required. We have several tests like GRE, IELTS, TOEFL, right? All these exams, which exam is required in which country, right? These things would be covered. Then why study abroad, right? Before I come to why study abroad, I think it's my responsibility to say you what this company is all about and when it started, right? This particular company was started by a guy called Saurabh Bait. He was the person who started this company. He was the guy who had an inspiration that he wants to do his MBA. He went to Australia. Once he went to Australia, what he found is there is a gap missing between the universities and what they want to do in future, right? So that gap he wanted to bridge, and the minute he found that okay, that gap must be bridged, he found this organization called Study Square, which connects your dreams to come true, right? They guide you to make it true. Now, this is very, very, very important slide, guys. This is a very important slide. Studying abroad is a life-changing experience, is what is said. Why study abroad, right? So now, I want to know from you, other than these points, why do you need to study abroad? I want voluntary rise of hands, or else I'll come with the mic there. Voluntary rise of hands. Why study abroad, according to you? ಯಾಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತ್ರೆ ಏನು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ? ದುಡ್ಡು ಖರ್ಚಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡಿ, ಅದು ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾವ ರೀಸನ್ ಇಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು? ಯು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬ್ರೋ.
Advancement of syllabus.
Advancement of syllabus. Okay. What according to you, why study abroad? No idea. Okay. You will get the idea by the end of this session. Okay. Why study abroad?
To gain more experience or maybe the different how they study and know that lifestyle.
Amazing. Give her a big round of applause, guys. Yeah. So you get to know how other people study, the way of other people studying things, right? ನೀವು ಆವಾಗ ಈ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಗ್ಗಿನ ಒಂದೆರಡ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಆ ತರ ಬಯಾಟ್ ಹಾಕಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಬಟ್ ಅವರು ಕಲಿಯುವಂತ ರೀತಿ ನೀತಿಗಳೇ ಬೇರೆ ತರ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ಟು ನೋ ದ ಪರ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇನ್ ವಿಚ್ ದೇ ಸ್ಟಡಿ, ರೈಟ್? You get a life changing experience also there. The studying abroad is a life changing experience. Yaake life changing experience? Because you are here with the Indian crowd, Indian people, the way of thinking is one, but once you go there, your way you think is very different, right? Then diverse course options to choose from. Andre nimge ಒಂದು course ಅಲ್ಲಿ I did mechanical engineering. After mechanical engineering, probably if I wanted to do something MTech here, I would have got some options. But when I wanted to do masters, we have space engineering, we have aeronautical engineering, aerospace engineering. There is broader options compared to what is there in India, right? So that's why the global education will gives you diverse course options. And then the globally recognized education. So somebody like, let's consider Udupi Mangalore itself. Think yourself, you say you are graduated from some XYZ college, Sahyadri or Nette, any of these college. Then one more person says, I am graduated from NITK. Do you get the feel of difference here when you say NITK and that, right? So NITK is like a national institute. That is the recognition it has. In the similar way, from India to the countries where you study, like for example, Technische University in Berlin, TU Berlin, or Politecnico di Milano in Italy. So these are some very standard and recognized universities where your degree is much valid in all the countries, right? So it has a globally recognized value for the degree what you have. Then international exposure, right? Who doesn't love international exposure? And I'll tell you what international exposure is, right? I always do this. Let's. Okay, this is an important question I need to ask you. How many of you over here think I drank this water because I was thirsty? Raise your hands. How many of you think I drank this water because I am thirsty? Raise your hands. I seriously want to see the rise of your hands. ನೀವು ಎಂತದಕ್ಕೂ ಉತ್ತರನೇ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಚೆ ಕೈ ಎತ್ತೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಬಿಡೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಹೇಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಇರೋದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಮುಂಚೆ ನೀವು ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ. You need to come out of your stage fear now. If not, you will not even. How will you get international exposure? How will you get placed in companies, right? Tell me, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಈ ನೀರನ್ನ ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಥರ್ಸ್ಟಿ ಆಗಿ ಕುಡ್ದೆ ಅಂತ? ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ. ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಗೈಸ್. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ? ಏನು ಅನ್ಸ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನಂಗೆ ಥರ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದು ಕುಡಿಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ರೀಸನ್ ಕುಡ್ದಿರ್ತೀನಿ ಅನ್ಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಓಕೆ, ನೀರು ಕುಡ್ದಿದ್ದೇನಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ? ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕ? ಓಕೆ, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ? ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಗರ್ಲ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್. ವೈ ಡು ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಐ ಡ್ರಾಂಕ್ ವಾಟರ್? ಐ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಥರ್ಸ್ಟಿ ಅಲ್ಲ? ಹಾ, give her a big round of applause, guys. Yeah, wonderful. I thought I'll expect answer at least from somebody here. Thank you for that answer, by the way. What's your good name? Vaishnavi. Thank you. So, see, now, actually, I was trying to teach you what is international exposure and the perspective people get. But before I even give the example of perspective, on spot, I got an idea. Why shouldn't I ask this? Let me drink it off and ask students' perspective, right? I think most people, if you touch your heart and say your answer for me drinking water would be something like, I was thirsty to drink water, I drank it. No, not really. I was here to show you something through this bottle, right? I think she caught it, right? I'm not sure whether she actually caught what I want to actually show from this bottle. Did you? Not really. Yeah, that's okay. I again expected not really answer itself. Okay, so what I tried showing through this bottle is, okay, what is the condition of water in this bottle? What do you mean? Condition, like, is it full, half? What is that? Yeah. So what do you call it? Not full is fine, but how much is it full or how much is, oh my god, I'm giving you, huh, you tell me how much is it full? Yeah, it's not filled, I know that. Okay, let's take it's not filled itself as a perspective. Okay. Let's come to the next guy. Wo- Wow! I am blown, Prashant. He has a beautiful answer. He is like it has water and it has air, it is full. Wow! Crazy. Okay. What do you think is the condition of this water? Okay, she says it is 70% full. Okay, general perspective. Okay, what do you think? Now. It's half full. That's what it's half full, right? Okay. Ma'am, what do you think? Huh? Half filled. Okay, I'm just expecting one more answer, one more perspective. So I'm passing the mic. Bro, what do you feel? Sorry. Huh? It is half half full, half empty. Okay. So he says it is half empty, right? So now let's not go deep into percentage. Somebody said 70%, somebody said 30%, that's fine. But the perspective over here, what I wanted to tell all you guys is the way most of you think here it was half filled, right? The other perspective here is it is half empty, right? Half empty is another perspective you have. When you are studying with a set of students at your college or institution, you will grow with one particular perspective in your life, and you think that is the only perspective that exists. Okay, but when you study abroad, when you mingle with the students abroad from Africa, US, America, and different parts of the world, your perspectives are going to change and your perspective is going to get broader, right? Now there was one guy who gave a whole new perspective to me. It is again full because there is air. Maybe logical, illogical, but yet he gave a perspective, right? So there are different perspective in people. So you want to know a broader perspective, study abroad, right? Next, after international exposure, it's about expand your network. Who doesn't love networking, guys? I I love networking. No matter any conferences, anywhere, I love to go there, network with people. And when you go international, you get that network. You have professors from ISRO, NASA also coming and teaching you, right? If you go to branches like space engineering, you have professors from these places who work there. They come and do a part-time lecture, right? So you get international exposure. That is the best part. You get to learn languages also with people, right? Next, enhance job skills. See, I won't say this is a missing part here, but the point here is if you, when I did my engineering, let me take my personal example itself, which would be a very practical example to you. When I did my engineering, after 2 years, I think everybody, how many people have supplies here? Had supplies, okay. Anybody had supplementary and you, or makeup exams? No, nobody. Okay. See, I was a guy who had supplies, but after 2 years of my engineering, there came a point of placement, right? In placement, it was more like it doesn't matter how many supplies you have, but it's about practical exposure you have, right? After I finished everything of during my third year, I got to go do an internship in just two companies. Doing internship at two companies gave me so much practical exposure, more than what I studied, right? So now, if you want a real practical exposure, you should study abroad, right? You get to learn things with your friends in the practical lab, right? Such a exposure you get with international students, right? That's the best thing, and you also enhance your job skills right during your studies, right? Then the next point is wider career options. See, I already said about the career options. You get to, if you are in one particular branch like mechanical, you only get mechatronics, like two, three branches. But here, you have wider options. You can do multiple other branches, right? That's the best part. Who are we? I already said who started this organization, right? Study Square is a global channel of international education advisors which serves as a bridge between students and universities around the world. We have 15 plus offices headquartered in Melbourne in Australia, and this is one of the Australia based education center, right? We are partnered with 450 plus institutions globally. We have 80,000 plus course options in Australia, New Zealand, USA, UK, Canada, and Europe. And we have 100 plus years of combined experience in the leadership team, right? He heads India division. We have 50 plus certified counselors, right? And our squad of professionals from education industry is extremely qualified and passionate about guiding students in their dream of global education. Who doesn't love to have global education in life, right? And we deliver what we promise. This is like a quote tagline where we deliver what we actually promise, right? Now, before I go to the next slide and pass on this to Prashant, I would like to end this with a quote, right? And I think that's a wonderful quote I found. This was quoted by Mitt Romney, right? He says, education is the investment our generation makes for the future, right? Education is one kind of real investment. How you do gold investment, that investment to make your money become better. I think if you invest in the education, I think any point of time in your life, it will definitely help you, right? It will definitely help you. That's the reason there is no, we say there is no age limit for education. People have multiple degrees, right? They have a lot of aspirations in life, want to do something great in life. And this is the place where you get all this served, okay? I hope you had a good initiation right now. I want to see the Josh now. How was the Josh, boys? I want high, sir, from all of you, okay? How was the Josh? This is not high. Everybody should say hi, sir. How was the Josh? How was the Josh? ಎಂತ ಮಾರೆ ಸೌಂಡೇ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೋರ್ಡು ಸೌಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಮೂಲ ಬರೋಡು ಆ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಬೋರ್ಡು ಹೌ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಜೋಶ್ ಒಂದಿ 4 ಜನ ಓಕೆ ಗರ್ಲ್ಸ್ ಹೌ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಜೋಶ್ ಏ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳೇ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಗುರು ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳೇ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಗುರು ಹೌ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಜೋಶ್ good 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 to see this response. The next part, when is the summer intake, when is the winter intake, when all your admission starts, everything Mr. Prashant will be explaining you all, guys, right? Now is the actual session where you get to understand everything about the organization.